Have you ever failed so many times that it didn't just hurt your confidence? It started to kill the possibility. Like goals didn't even feel exciting anymore. Life didn't just say, not yet. It said nothing at all, and you started to think, maybe nothing good is meant for me. Maybe everyone else gets what they pray for, but you just get tired. If you felt that you're not dramatic, you're not weak, you're discouraged, and there's a difference. Today we're going to talk about the kind of discouragement that comes after failure. Failure you can't reframe, goals you can't see anymore, and hope that feels pointless to hold on to. And most importantly, how to keep going when part of you already quit. When failure stops feeling like feedback. Let me be honest with you for a second. There's normal failure, the kind where you fall, you learn, you bounce back, you post a quote, you move on, and then there's heavy failure. The kind that makes you say, why try if it always ends like this? Maybe I'm just not one of the lucky ones. Maybe good things exist, just not for me. I don't even believe something better is coming anymore. See, discouragement doesn't start because you failed once. It comes when you fail and you can't see the open door anymore. When life keeps rejecting the same dream and eventually the dream starts to feel foolish. What discouragement really says is, I've been disappointed past the point of excitement. If you've ever been there, you know it's not sadness, it's numbness. Not heartbreak, it's defeat. Not doubt, it's disbelief. You stop giving 100% because 100% stopped giving back. There was a time in my life where I wanted something so badly, I built my identity around it. I worked for it, I prayed for it, I hyped myself up for it. I believed in it even on days it looked impossible. But every time I thought this was the moment never happened. Year after year, silence. No results, no shift, no sign, no rescue, just effort and no evidence. And I started catching myself thinking things I never thought I would. Maybe I don't get my dreams. Maybe I just watch them. Maybe hoping is just emotional self-harm. Maybe giving up is the closest thing to peace I'll ever feel. Have you ever wanted something so long it's embarrassing to still want it? So long it starts to feel like punishment instead of purpose? That's the season where goals die and cynicism is born. But here's what I realized looking back. I didn't stop because I failed. I stopped because I thought failing was proof I shouldn't have dreamed in the first place. The moment you stop believing anything good is possible. The most dangerous part of discouragement is not quitting the goal, it's quitting the possibility. You don't just walk away from what you wanted. You start to walk away from what you could have had, from what your life could still become. You go from, I want this, I don't think I can, I don't think it exists, I don't think it exists for me. That last one hits different, because now it's not about your ability, it's about your worth in the universe. But let me tell you this right now, the moment you stop believing good is possible is not an ending. It's a symptom of exhaustion, not evidence of truth. Discouragement speaks like logic because pain wants to sound intelligent, but pain is a terrible fortune teller. Let's talk about the real stuff you can use, not fluffy quotes. Number 1, do the next tiny right thing, not the big comeback, not the motivated version of you, just the smallest honest step. Even if it looks like opening your laptop but not working yet, journaling 1 sentence instead of a full page, walking 5 minutes instead of 30, trying at 20% because 0% is no longer required. Movement restores belief faster than motivation ever will. Number 2, separate your outcome from your identity. You are not the goal you didn't reach, the breakthrough you didn't get, the timeline that disappointed you. You are the person who survived the disappointment of wanting. That alone is a different kind of strength. Number 3, borrow belief. Right now, you might not believe things can change. That's fine. Just remember, someone else has risen after feeling the exact same way. Someone once thought their story was over too. Someone's life changed after they mentally gave up. You don't need 100% belief right now. You just need to carry the awareness that change has happened to people who thought it never would. And finally, number 4, turn hope into curiosity. Instead of saying, maybe good things will happen to me, try saying, I wonder what good could still surprise me. Curiosity hurts less, but it still opens the door. Let's talk about peace, because pushing through discouragement isn't all grind. You can reach a point where you don't stop wanting more. You just stop fighting life for not giving it yet. Peace looks like letting life unfold without interrogating it, releasing bitterness without forcing forgiveness, no longer using disappointment as your compass, accepting that the story feels unfair right now but refusing to treat unfair like final. Peace is not giving up on good. It's giving up on the fight with the timeline. You can say, I don't know when, I don't know how, but I'm done punishing myself for hoping. That right there, that's soft strength. Lays talk about how to keep going when you already gave up inside. This is the realest part of the conversation. When you've mentally thrown in the towel but life is still asking you to show up, here's how to move forward, gently but firmly. Number 1, grieve what didn't happen, not mourn like your life is over, just acknowledge. That hurt more than I want to admit. Unprocessed hurt becomes disbelief. Validated hurt becomes release. Number 2, redefine what keep going looks like. It might not look like passion yet. It might look like discipline with no excitement, healing with no applause, and trying with no proof. That still counts. Number 3, make a neutral plan. You don't need to feel inspired. You need structure. Something like, I'll try again for 10 minutes tomorrow. I'll listen to one encouragement video instead of none. I'll revisit my goals Sunday night, not emotionally, just honestly. A plan gives you a handle when feelings stop cooperating. Last one, number 4, stop negotiating with discouragement. Discouragement's favourite word is why. Why me? Why try? Why now? Progress uses a different question. What can I still do from here? Not why it fell apart, what you can still build. The truth about hope returning. Let me tell you something you don't hear enough. You don't get your higher self back in a moment. You get your hope back in layers. First the numbness lifts, then the routine begins, then the effort returns, then the faith flinches back in, then you start to believe a little again. Then opportunity actually finds you because you were moving when you thought you weren't believing. Miracles don't require you to be perfect. They require you to not be fully done, and even 5% is not fully done. A simple guide to rely on in discouraging seasons. Do this in order, no pressure, no perfection. Breathe, calm your body first. Write what hurts, not what inspires. Do one small action, consume one piece of encouragement, rest without self-shame. Repeat tomorrow. That's it, and not magical, not romantic, not dramatic, just survival turning into momentum. Final mindset shift. I want you to carry this sentence with you. My disappointment was real, but my future is still rumors, not facts. You don't know what good is coming. You only know what hurt has already happened. Don't let pain narrate chapters you haven't lived yet. If life has been stingy with your goals, it doesn't mean you aren't meant to have them. It might mean you're the kind of person who gets built before you get blessed. And I know it didn't feel that way in the moment, but stories change. Lives flip. Seasons turn. People rise after swearing they never would. And not because they felt ready, but because they didn't stay fully stopped. Keep going messy. Keep going small. Keep going tired. Keep going unsure. Just keep going honest. And when the good finally does hit, you'll respect it instead of questioning it. I'm going to leave you with this. Be free from the idea that failure disqualifies you. Be free from the lie that disappointment is destiny. Be free from comparing your story to someone who didn't carry your pain. Be free from timelines that make you feel late. Be free from giving up on good just because it knocked too slow. Be free from the version of you that thinks hope is embarrassing. Be free from discouragement that tried to sound like truth. And most of all, be free back into possibility. Be free.